This morning, I got the latest numbers from CDC that 76.4% of Americans now have a chronic disease. This is stunning. When my uncle was president, it was 11%. 1950, it was 3%. Today, it's 76.4%. 8 out of 10 of our kids cannot qualify for military service. This is a national security issue. When my uncle was president, we spent zero on chronic disease. Today, we spend $1.3 trillion. It's the biggest cause. It's increasing.
Alan, the numbers are shocking. And I think you and I grew up in a time where it was ultra-processed food. It was like, let's just make it faster and easier for more people to eat more things. And we've seen how that affects the grains and all the food we're eating in terms of also medical interventions and supplements and all these things. So RFK really calling this issue out and exposing the numbers, I feel like is a good thing. We've seen lawmakers in there who are kind of, trying to shoot him down. You probably watched some of the clips from that. But what are your thoughts on this and RFK exposing some of these numbers?
Yeah, I think it's super important. I'm actually a big believer in this. I'm 29, so I grew up in the generation like early 2000s was my childhood. Teenage years were in the 2000s as well. And I actually got diagnosed with ADHD when I was 6 years old. And this probably was like in 04, 05. I was one of the only people that I knew in my school that actually got diagnosed with it. It was very rare, which ADHD just basically is attention deficit disorder, means that, you're a little more hyperactive than the average kid. And I just remember when I was younger, like there wasn't too many kids with that. I was one of the only ones. And now, I read about this stuff now, and it's like, I don't know if it's like one or two out of every 5 kids now basically have it. So I think the biggest contributor is definitely the processed foods. It's the snacks, it's the junk food, it's the red Kool-Aid, all the blue dyes, all those different things. And I think something needs to change in this country. I think that's something we need to make sure we don't do. Because now you're getting young people who are in their 30s who are, older than me, but not that much older, that are getting cancer at young ages. And it's just things that you never used to see from our parents' and grandparents' generation.
Absolutely.